Rosemary.
That's
I'll change that name if that bothers you.
It doesn't,
As long as you want to see everybody that they're recording that this is Rosemary.
I have known
Right.
both Bruce and Rosemary for over 50 years, so I can guarantee
We
that
went
is
to
not-
college with together, so yeah.
wow.
how about
Okay, here's the official start of the meeting. I would like to call to order the March 16th, 2021 Senior Services Advisory Council meeting. We're meeting electronically pursuant to Executive Order 71 issued by Governor Bill Lee. This board is not meeting in a physical location in order to protect public health, safety, and welfare. This meeting is being recorded and will be available to the public via the city's YouTube page, accessible at Johnson City, Tennessee, johnsoncitytn.org/meetings, no later than 2 business days from the date of today's meeting. So we're officially started, and I would like to suggest having a moment of silence in memory of Bernie Hanley, who died just a few days ago, and his family. If you'd like to pray, feel free to pray, but in this moment of silence. Thank you. I hope you've all had a chance to look at the minutes of the February meeting. Do you have any suggestions or additions or corrections? If not, I'll point out one that needs to be corrected on page 2 in the middle of the page under action items. Motion made by Maureen Mulroy made the motion. I can just delete motion made by. It's redundant. Are there any other corrections or additions or deletions or?
Oh, I make a motion to approve them as written.
Okay, here we have a motion. Is there a second?
Second?
Is that Ron?
Yeah.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? If you'd like to wave a hand or something. Okay.
Call from Cleveland.
Rebecca, do you have a update for us from the foundation?
Yes, we have quite a few things going on in the next couple of weeks. Starting Monday, we will get delivery of all the items that will be, except for some bread, that will be sent out in our spring forward boxes the week of the 29th. The staff will account for those items on Monday. On Tuesday, we will start packing the bags for delivery on the 29th. We will have 2 bags apiece that will have everything from laundry, the normal stuff from laundry detergent to perishable items, toilet paper, paper towels. Hopefully we'll be able to get everything this year instead of like last year when we had to make do with what we could get. So hopefully that is on the way. Part of the order will come from Food City. Part of the order will come from Kroger's. We did add some non-perishable milk that we found through the Dollar Tree, believe it or not. So that has already been purchased. Publix give us some money, so they took that money and bought some paper towel or toilet paper, I believe it was, Deb.
That's right.
So we are on our way to getting that done. So if you are interested in helping with the senior spring forward box delivery, bag delivery, whatever you want to call it, that will be or packing. The packing will be 323 at what's the name of the church, Deb? Sorry.
It's Covenant, Boones Creek Covenant Brethren Fellowship. It's across from the old Boones Creek Middle School, sits on the hill, 122 Bart Green Drive.
And then we will do that on the 23rd. If necessary, we'll do some packing on the 24th, but we're hoping to get it all completed on the 23rd. And then the 29th through the 2nd, we will be delivering those to the recipients. We will have a numbered slots per day. So if you're interested, you can contact Cheryl through her email or by calling the center and get put on the list. And we'd appreciate any help you can get. And we also have a golf tournament coming up. And in your packet, you will find the flyer for the golf tournament for the participants, and also a flyer for sponsorships for the tournament. So if you know anybody that would be interested in golfing, sponsorships, please pass that along to them and help us raise some money for the foundation. So the golf tournament is back. Yay! We will be playing May the 10th at Pine Oaks. It will be a shotgun start at 8 o'clock in the morning, with lunch being served at the end of the tournament by Chick-fil-A. Thank you to Tim and them over at the Crossings Chick-fil-A. And then our rain date is June the 7th, in case we have a rain date. So I think that's about all we got going on right now. Trying to come up with some new ideas about how to raise money, and also new projects that might, give some people some interest at the center. So we're working with Deb with that. We also put in a request for the Washington County appropriations. So we're waiting to hear from that. We put in a $40,000 request, same as last year. So we're just waiting to hear from them on that. So I believe I didn't leave anything out, but if I did, Deb, you can add to my report.
I think that's pretty good. We need people to help pack, and we need people to help deliver. If you're interested, I can send you that list. I need and it's from 9 to 12 on the 23rd to pack. I need at least 4 more people, and then also from 4 to 6, I've got some openings. And then we have openings for delivery on the 29th through the end of that week. The fire department is helping out quite a bit in delivery. So they're bringing, I still need some other folks to help deliver 204 bags. And we actually had to go with 3 bags in order to get all the product into the bags that we have. So ETSU donated another box of bags for us.
Deb, you can put me, that's March 23rd. You can slot Ken and I in for the afternoon, the 4 to 6.
4 to 6. Okay.
So do we come to the church, the Boones
Come
Creek
to the
Church?
church.
Yes.
Okay.
Everything will happen at the church this year. So
Yep.
And it's
they
on
come
Boones-
around the front or the back, Deb?
Yeah, come to the front. Well, our front is facing the road, but come around, there's 2. You can come either driveway, but there's 2 driveways, but you're going to come up to the upper tier because you'll enter from the side of the building to get into the building.
Okay.
Can you send me the schedule, Deb, and let me see what I can work out? Because I
Sure.
should be able to help too.
Okay.
And you can send it to Deb. And I won't be able to, I'll help with delivery, but I won't be able to help with packing.
Okay.
Yeah, send a schedule to me.
Yeah, okay, Ron. Okay.
Yeah.
And
So
if you-
Deb, that afternoon from 4 to 6 is delivery, or is it packing?
No, it's packing.
Packing.
Packing on that Tuesday.
Gotcha.
Packing Tuesday.
Delivery is the 29th of March through the 2nd of April.
And the form I'll send you has both of those. It'll say packing and delivery. So just
Okay,
click on
perfect.
either one, whichever one you're interested in. And then just let me know and we can fill you in a time slot.
Very good.
Are you going to send it at a reminder or do we have to remember?
I can send out a reminder, yes.
Yeah,
Put it in
remember,
my phone, but just
remember what?
Remember what? You go, Ron.
And
She
if you
remembers
choose
to send you a reminder.
if you choose to deliver it, it definitely is a touching experience. Joe, I believe, helped us deliver
I
one.
have for several years, yeah.
It's very it's a very rewarding experience, and especially to see how grateful they really are and how much need there is to especially a lot of these people that
Wow.
you really just don't understand.
Good work. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Move on to old business. Deb, where do we stand with the accreditation?
Okay, I just got several emails from our on-site reviewer. And it seems that the accrediting body is going to be doing everything online. So even the notebooks that we put together, they're eventually going to go online. So we need to have our accreditation completed by the end of May. So we don't have to go and put all of our notebook online this year, since we've already sent that in. So we don't want to have to redo all of that and put it online. So the dates for us to do, and it'll be through Zoom and everything will be virtual, is May 18th through the 21st. And I'm working on a schedule right now. So we'll be meeting with, and it'll be two reviewers, one that's an off-site reviewer that looked at our notebook originally, and then our on-site reviewer, Sheila and Jill are the two reviewers that we'll have, and they are senior center directors who are certified as accreditation. So we'll be calling on the accreditation committee that worked on that committee to schedule a time to meet, plus also the advisory council and foundation, along with some of our participants and volunteers. So on the 18th, we'll actually do a FaceTime walkthrough to the building. And then the other days will be the Zoom. So put on your calendar to try to keep those days somewhat open for you. And I'll try to get a schedule. As soon as I get that, I'll send it out to everyone.
And also, that's the next advisory council meeting day, the 18th.
Is the 18th?
Yep.
Okay.
If that helps you schedule anything.
We may coordinate. I'm not sure if that will work or not, but we'll see. I've got one in Central Time and one in Eastern Time. So I've got to make sure that I get both of them at the same time. So that's where we stand with accreditation. So hopefully by the end of May, we'll be reaccredited.
Yay.
Yeah. Is that a 5-year?
That's a 5-year.
Yeah. I remember
And it'll be 5 years from last year, not 5 years from this
yeah,
year,
that's
right?
the problem.
Or
No,
will they
I-
extend it?
I think they'll extend it. I think they extended it through 21. So I think it'll be 5 years from 21,
Yeah,
but I'll verify that.
comes around fast.
Yeah, it does.
Anything new on the vaccination?
Well, the vaccination, we were hoping to be a site, but that did not work out. So we have contacted everyone that we had on the list, because we had almost 100 folks. And we have helped those folks to get an appointment for their vaccination. So we've contacted everybody, and some of the folks had already gotten scheduled for their first vaccination. So if you know of folks that need help in signing up to get the vaccination, let us know. We'll be glad to help. I had 2 people working on that, and we did that, knocked that out in probably 2 days at the max, and trying to get folks vaccinated.
Now that pharmacies are doing it.
Yeah, there's
So
lots of folks out there doing it
Yeah,
now.
it's going. And ETSU,
Right,
pharmacy students are helping out.
ETSU just set up, they're gonna start administering the Johnson & Johnson to ETSU faculty community, or the community, as the ETSU campus community as well as the community, but you have to make an appointment. That's supposed to start up soon.
We got both of ours last month, so we're okay. All right, new business. Hump Day news.
I'm going to put and try to share a screen with you. Let me see. Here we go. Can you all see the Hump Day news?
Yes.
Okay, that's going to go out on the Wednesdays instead of starting in April. This was what the folks will send out instead of the Hump Day news upbeat. It'll be the Hump Day news. And as you see, what we're trying to do with this is to keep it light and informational. So on the first page, see if I can get down through the second page here. Here's where my challenge is. There's my second page. And then any information that I can give out to folks for that previous week or the next week coming up, and then try to also pull in a little bit of brain teasers, so I want to keep it upbeat, but not quite as extensive as our upbeats were before. So that's what our new Wednesday Hump Day news you can use will come out starting that first week in April.
Good.
Trying to keep communication going with our folks, because we've heard a lot of people say that, are you going to keep the Hump Day news coming out or Hump Day upbeats coming out? But there's a lot of work that has to go into those updates. And once we open, we don't have quite that much time in order to put all of that into every week.
I've been forwarding those to my brother who's in a retirement center near High Point, North Carolina. And he sends me stuff that his center is
Okay.
sending out, or his retirement center. And yeah, it's interesting, totally different approach. Most of theirs is just funny stuff, but ours has some brain teaser stuff too, and he likes that.
We've heard a lot of people do that. They've sent them to other folks. So that's good to know. So we still want to keep something going and still working on communication with our members.
Yeah. Good. And your reopening plan is still on schedule?
We're still on go for April the 12th.
Mm-hmm.
And I will bring that screen up. Let's see if I can bring that one up. And you should be, welcome back. Can you all see that one?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll find this on the city website. And if you'll go into COVID-19 information, this is our opening plan. Just want to highlight just a few things. Is that all the activities you'll need to pre-register for, and you can start doing that April the 5th. And the main number is that 434-6237 number. Starting out, hours will only be 7 until 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. It gives us then opportunity to clean and do a deep clean in the evenings, and then gradually open back where we'll be opening on Saturday. Again, if you're not feeling well, we want you to stay home. If temperature's higher than 100.4, we want you to stay home. We will do a screening. We will do a temperature check. We've got the board set up that you can actually walk up to a thermometer and check your temperature. Hand sanitizers will be there, and we'll have staff in the front verbally asking you the health questions that we've all been asked everywhere we go. We ask people not to arrive more than 10 minutes prior to their scheduled time, because we're just not going to have people coming into the building and just sitting and lounging. We're trying to keep people out of that confined environment any longer than we have to, but still try to get people back in the center. Masks are still going to be required. That's still a city requirement. So you're going to have to wear a mask. You can take them off when you're swimming, of course. You can take them off when you're exercising on a piece of equipment, or during an exercise class. You can wear them, and I'm sure we'll have some people that will still wear their mask when they're exercising. And then, of course, when you're finished, you need to wear your mask to exit the building. Water fountains won't be available, so we ask that everybody bring their own water. There'll be no food or other beverages allowed in the center. We want you to practice social distancing, and that's why we've kept our activities at a small amount so we can keep that social distancing. You'll have to enter through the rec side only, and then you'll exit through the senior side unless you're swimming. And then if you're swimming, then you'll exit through the activities hallway. Down that hallway, there's a door out that takes you out by the sidewalk. If you arrive late for your reserve time, you'll only be allowed to do it as long as your reserve time is for. So we're going to try to keep to that, because there is, you'll see in this packet, you'll see set scheduled time. We have moved part of the equipment out of the fitness room across the hall to the aerobics room so we can space out. The only piece that there'll be 2 treadmills that we'll mark off, just because we can't get those 6-foot distancing with those pieces. Pickleball we'll have inside, but we'll have 2 courts. Middle court will not be available, and we'll have both courts available, both gym floors available. They'll come in at odd times. Congregate meals will still be drive-through. Our gathering area is going to still be closed. It's good that it's springtime and we don't have people that want to sit in front of the fireplace, because that's going to be sort of zoned off so that people can't sit and gather. We will have open gym time, but it'll be 3-on-3 for basketball, and there'll only be a certain number allotted for that area, and you'll have to reserve a time. So it goes through all of that with our reopening. Everybody will have to sign a COVID waiver. And so even our kids are going to have their parents sign a COVID waiver. So, and then the rest of it just sort of gives you a time schedule for all the activities that we'll have available. And hopefully, as we go through, we'll gradually add things back, and we'll get back to somewhat normal fairly quickly. So hopefully we can keep our numbers down and keep those programs coming back together. Sanitation stations, we've got sanitation wipes in every room. Our staff will be helping to clean, along we're asking other people to do that too. And our maintenance staff will be cleaning. So we'll be doing everything we can in order to keep people as safe as possible. So essentially that's our reopening plan for right now. And right now we're on go for that to happen on April the 12th. We have staff coming back April or March the 22nd, some, and then the other part of our staff the 29th. So we should have everybody back that's part of the Memorial Park Community Center on the 29th of March.
Deb, you said something about the kids would follow, or they'd have to have permission. What is the possibility? Are they going to be coming in at the same time seniors are going to be coming in? Is that going to be open, or?
There'll be a few times, and it'll be in the afternoon when we possibly could have people coming in for the fitness room, and we have kids coming in the building. So other than that, at this reopening spot, then we don't have any kids in the morning coming in. It'll be just mostly in that afternoon. The open gym is from 3:30 till 4:30 and 4:30 till 5:30. And then they'll be leaving. So there's a little time that there is a little crossover with potentially adults coming in or seniors coming in, but most of the seniors will usually come during the morning or early afternoon.
But we'll be aware of when the children are going to be in the building.
There'll be what?
Will we be aware of when the children are in the building? And on the schedule also?
Yeah, it's on the schedule.
Okay.
Yeah. Any projection of when it's going to fully open?
No. I have, that is the $1 million question, Ron.
It is, isn't it?
And what we have when we do reopen and open up fuller, what that will look like, I'm not really sure. You look at a lot of things that we offer program, probably some of the next things that come back will be some of our educational programs, possibly the computer room. We have to be cautious with the high touch. I don't look for dances to come back real soon, just because I think we're in for social distancing for some time.
Yeah.
And so it'll be a while, I think, before those come back.
She hopes she makes it through the first opening.
Instead
of
Right.
getting delayed again.
I know, I just want to get open and make it through that first week or two. I know that it's different for everybody. I know people are going to be on edge to a certain extent. I know we probably won't have, I have no idea how many people will come.
Right.
So we may have lots and be full with all of our sign in, and if you come and you haven't registered, if we don't have a slot, we're going to ask you to register for some other time, and then we're going to ask you to leave. And we're just going to have to be consistent with that, because we're trying to get it so that we're fair with, we're looking at potentially we have over 5,000 members, and to try to be fair for everybody and try to get as many people in the building as we possibly can, then we have to do something and try to keep everybody as safe as possible. But I don't know. It's one of those things you don't know how many people are going to say. We've heard some say, I'm not coming back until this is completely gone.
Right.
Well, I'm ready to come. Let's go. We had people ready to come last May. So I don't know. It's that's a walking target.
At our next meeting, you will have put in a full week in a couple of
Yes.
days, and ought to have a feel for the way it's going anyhow.
Yes.
So we'll see in April.
Yes.
Okay. Lots of luck.
Thank you.
Any action items? Nothing on the agenda.
I don't have anything.
Okay. Information items. Gonna sail away.
During this time, Lauren Quarles and myself became sales certified. We did that online. And that is staying active and independent for life. That is a program through the area agency, or the agency for out of Nashville. And that is a program to keep people, or a fall prevention program for folks. We are both certified. We don't know exactly when we'll put that into place, but it will be a program that we'll be starting to offer sometime in the future. And it's an exercise program to keep people, it goes through a warm up, it goes through balance, does some testing at the very beginning, but it is an evidence-based program. So we're hoping to get that off the ground, but Lauren and I both are certified to teach that class.
Sounds good.
And then the Delay the Disease is our class for Parkinson's folks. We have been doing that with Zoom, and we have about 4 strong that have continued to do that for a couple months. Both Jeannie and I are recertified for that program. That's a program out of Ohio Health, and we also have renewed our license to be able to offer that program. So we have been busy, even though we've been closed.
Yep, sure.
Sure. I know you have.
Any other business you'd like to bring before the council? Or any other questions that you want to ask before we adjourn?
The meeting date on the agenda is incorrect for next month, Deb. It should be the 18th, not the 20th.
Yeah. Hadn't
For
noticed that.
April,
April, no, it says April 20th.
20th.
What do I have?
it's the 20th.
Am I looking at the wrong month?
Yeah, the
May.
18th is a Sunday.
You're looking at May.
Right.
Okay.
April, yeah, April.
Yeah, I just added it to my calendar, so yeah.
Okay, we're
correct.
good. Sorry.
No problem.
I'm still on the accreditation. one, I
Accreditation.
guess. I have my calendar still on there, I guess. Sorry about that.
No problem.
I have a question, and that is, what should we say to people who keep asking over and over about the outdoor pickleball courts and any chance of having the dedicated pickleball courts?
We are working on that. As a matter of fact, I have a trip tomorrow to Knoxville to look at some courts and see what they're doing. And probably we will be bringing before this council and the foundation probably in April. I'm right now in the process of tracking people on the courts and how many pickleballers I have, how many tennis players I have, and sort of getting an idea of where we are with that. But we will probably be bringing to this council, to the Park and Rec Advisory Council, and to the Foundation Council recommendation for the pickleball courts. And it'll probably come in April, I'm thinking. We're working toward that. So we're working toward that, and hopefully we'll have something soon.
So actually, that's sooner than we.
Just remember that then it takes a little bit of time, is then we have to find some dollars and, you know, figure out what we're actually going to do and go from there. So we're working on it. We're closer than what we were a year ago now.
Help us raise some money. Help us raise some money.
All right. Anything else? These meetings get shorter and shorter. That's strange.
You're just getting more efficient.
Well, maybe next time after reopening, we'll have a lot more to talk about.
All right.
I guess regarding pickleball, I was going to ask one more question.
Sure.
Is there any chance of any lessons? I know you probably don't have a whole lot of time, but are you thinking of doing any pickleball lessons outside?
I am thinking about doing the class that I had to cancel when COVID hit and doing it outside. I just want to get through the opening and sort of see how that works through.
Okay.
Because I need staff in order to be at all the positions, in order to check people in and keep people safe and sanitize. But hopefully I'll do that soon, but I'll probably wait. It'll probably be, you know, may even be the first part of May, something like that, but I'll do it now that the time's changed. Then we can do some things outside. So I'll probably bring that class back and, you know, continue with that class and do that class for those folks that I had to cancel for.
Great.
My envision that you're going to grow, that you can grow pickleball and you can grow it pretty big. Not only just with seniors, but with adults and kids.
Well, especially now you have the Ridges has pickleball, the Country Club has pickleball, there's Bristol pickleball, there's our pickleball, there's pickleball everywhere now, it seems.
It's a growing sport.
Yep.
If y'all ever get a chance, type in chicken and pickle. There are facilities out in Kansas City. It originated in Kansas City, and it's a pickleball complex along with a outdoor eating and outdoor space.
Chicken and pickle.
I asked James if I could go and visit, but he won't allow it. He hasn't approved that yet.
Yeah.
That would be a great idea.
Yeah.
That really would.
You look at it, because it not only has pickleball, but it has some outdoor other activities and a place where people can sit and, you know, relax and enjoy, and it's nice.
Well,
That
that
would
seems
be
like,
awesome.
yeah, you could bring that to Johnson City, Deb. Tell him you need a road trip.
I know.
Okay, now, Vitor has
He's
moved.
done it.
He figured it out. Dog's
Hilarious.
gonna bite his head off, but he figured it out.
Oh,
I thought I'd wait to the end.
Is he in a swing?
Yeah, my little corgi's in the swing at the bar.
how about that?
Oh.
That's
I
good.
thought it was a bear that's going to eat you or something.
Right, right.
All right. And
Well,
on
that
that note,
I think that sounds very encouraging about the pickleball because we want to be the showcase for Johnson City. And we know you can make it happen.
Right.
For the
Good point.
Tri-Cities, I should say.
We can.
I hear you.
We can do it. We can do it.
okay, I think I'll call this meeting adjourned and see you next month, if not before.
Thanks,
Thank
Rob.
you.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you all.
Bye now.
Good
Bye.
seeing y'all.
Bye.
Take care, everyone.
Vito, it's good seeing your little corgi too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.